This realignment journey for the sign of Pisces focuses specifically on the watershed moment that is February 2026. We are crossing the portal of the Aquarius Eclipse and the beginning of the Chinese New Year, a map of energetic sovereignty designed for those ready to leave survival behind and embrace mastery, the Portal of Transcendence. The Piscean journey in February 2026. Tell me in the comments which city or country you are watching this video from. Now let's lay the Pisces cards on the table. The Hanged Man, Traditional Tarot, the Clouds, Gypsy Tarot, the Cauldron, Natural Witch Oracle, Queen of Pentacles, Traditional Tarot, the Fish, Gypsy Tarot, the Snake, Animal Spirit, Uranus, Planetary System, the Tower, Traditional Tarot, the Falcon, Animal Spirit, the High Priestess, Traditional Tarot, the Star, Gypsy Tarot, Sacred Herbs, Natural Witch Oracle, the Empress, Traditional Tarot, the Bear, Gypsy Tarot, the Swan, Animal Spirit, the Dissolution of the Past, What Fire Consumes Cards, the Hanged Man, Tarot, the Clouds, Lenormand, the Cauldron, Natural Witch. In February 2026, the beginning of this journey marks the end of an era of misguided self-sacrifice. The Hanged Man emerges as the first pillar, revealing that your old way of being strong, which consisted of bearing the weight of the world and suspending your own life for the good of others, has expired. February is the month of perspective inversion, where before you saw the need to sacrifice yourself, now you see the need to observe yourself. The clouds of the Gypsy Tarot indicate that the mental confusion that haunted you, that feeling of being lost in the sea of other people's emotions, is being dissipated by the winds of this month's eclipse. The shadow is passing. What remains is the Cauldron of the Natural Witch Oracle. This is the symbol of February's personal alchemy. You are throwing old identities, accumulated pains since 2018, and scarcity beliefs into the fire. The cauldron does not destroy. He transforms the lead of weariness into the gold of wisdom. 2. The integration axis, the economy of sovereignty cards, Queen of Pentacles, Tarot, the Fish, Lenormand, the Snake, Animal Spirit. In this February cycle, your integration involves materiality and instinctive wisdom. The Queen of Pentacles is your new operating model for 2026. She understands that generosity is only sustainable when there is inner abundance. Pisces, you are learning to be pragmatic with your magic now. It's no longer about giving everything you have, but about creating a garden so fertile that others are nourished by your shadow, not your blood. The Fish, Lenormand, reinforces the promise of financial fluidity for this month. The Fish speaks of abundance that comes in shoals, something very strong, with the arrival of the Chinese New Year. The secret to accessing this prosperity is the energy of the snake from the animal spirit. February demands that you shed your skin. The snake is fast, silent, and lethal against distractions. Integrating this energy means you will no longer fight against the competition. You will simply glide along invisible paths, using your sensitivity to detect opportunities before everyone else. 3. The impact of the cosmos, the quantum leap of Uranus cards, Uranus, Planetary System, the Tower, Tarot, the Falcon, Animal Spirit. The presence of Uranus this February acts as a particle accelerator. Uranus is the planet of revolution and electricity. It liberates through shock. When Uranus touches the Tower in the Tarot, the result is not disaster, but immediate unblocking. If something in your life suffers a sudden rupture during the weeks of the eclipse, understand it as a favor from the universe. The Tower only knocks down what is false. To navigate this electric shock of February, the Falcon emerges to give you the necessary aerial vision. The Falcon does not despair in the storm. It uses air currents to climb higher. This is your moment to see the whole picture. Uranus is pushing you out of the matrix of small worries so you can see the bigger destiny of 2026. The unexpected is the vehicle for your next octave of evolution. IV. The new direction, navigation by pure intuition. Cards, the High Priestess, Tarot. The star, Lenormand. Sacred herbs, Natural Witch. Your compass for the remainder of 2026 is being recalibrated now. The High Priestess takes the helm of your ship. She represents the return of Piscean wisdom, that silent clairvoyance. February is a period where silence will be your greatest tool of power. If you know, you don't need to prove it. The Lenormand star shines on the February horizon as a guide of hope and destiny. It is the promise that you are on the right path. To keep this connection clear, the sacred herbs suggest a return to purification rituals during this month. Cleanse your energy field. Use the power of plants. Your new direction requires that your intuitive channel be free from external noise. You are following the light of your own constellation. V. The Council of the Matrix, the gestation of the new self cards, the Empress, Tarot, the Bear, Lenormand, the Swan, Animal Spirit. The final advice for Pisces in February 2026 is a call to nurturing authority. The Empress reigns over this cycle, reminding us that true power is born from fertility, not effort. She invites you to stop doing and start being. The Lenormand bear brings the protection and strength of one who knows their own territory. He advises you to set firm boundaries this month. Being sweet doesn't mean being vulnerable. The bear knows when to hibernate and when to act. Finally, the swan of the animal spirit crowns February with the energy of grace. The swan represents the elegance of those who have integrated their shadow and no longer need to shout to be noticed. Summary and strategy for February 2026. February reveals a Pisces abandoning the heavy armor of resistance to don the silk of influence. Your life engineering for this month follows 3 pillars. Mastery of minimal effort. If resistance is high in February, the route is wrong. Seek the flow. Sovereignty of boundaries. Use the protection of the snake and the bear. Do not allow energy vampires to access your cauldron of transformation. Long-range vision. With Uranus and the Falcon, stop reacting to the present and start observing the horizon of 2026. February schedule, 2026. Period focus of action, expected result. Eclipse week, banishings, herbal rituals, and silence. Dissolving burdens from the past. Beginning of the Chinese New Year, setting financial goals, Queen of Pentacles. Stability and new income streams. End of February, total trust in intuition, High Priestess. Recognition and natural authority. Conclusion. The royalty of flow. In 2026, Pisces, February 2026, is the month when the eclipse in Aquarius removes the last anchors that held you to the bottom. You are being called to the surface. You are no longer the martyr. You are the creator. The planetary system conspired to make you understand. Responsibility for your life is your greatest gift. The Empress and the Swan confirm beauty, abundance, and peace are your natural state for this year. Let the old self burn in the cauldron and emerge with the crystal-clear vision of the Falcon. The future is fluid, and February is the month in which you take command of the waters. Channeled message for the soul of Pisces. The awakening of the sovereignty of the waters, beloved. Piscean soul, this February, the cosmos whispers a truth that your heart already senses. The time of sacrifice is over. You have spent ages believing that your light was measured by how much of the world's pain you could bear. But the eclipse in Aquarius comes to shatter that illusion. The universe no longer needs you to be a martyr. It needs you to be a master. The fire burning in your inner cauldron at this moment is not meant to consume you, but to transmute you. Everything you have suspended in your life in the name of others, your dreams, your peace, your vitality, is being returned to you. As you see the clouds dissipate, understand that the clarity that emerges is not just mental, it is spiritual. You are recovering your knowing, that sacred compass that doesn't need earthly maps to find its way home. The energy of the Empress and Queen of Pentacles invites you to honor your body and your physical being as sacred temples. Spirituality is not just floating in the invisible. In 2026, your spirituality manifests in your ability to create abundance, to set boundaries like the bear, and to shed your skin with the wisdom of the snake. Honoring yourself is the greatest act of worship you can offer to the divine now. When the structures around you tremble under the impact of Uranus, do not fear the fall of the tower. What falls is what prevented you from seeing the stars. What breaks is the shell that limited your flight. The falcon lends you the vision. Look from above and realize that every sudden change is, in fact, a merciful alignment. You are the swan who finally recognizes your own royal lineage. There is no longer any need to shout for space or fight for crumbs of attention. In the stillness of the High Priestess, your presence becomes magnetic. The flow of life now flows through you, not despite you. This February, navigate with the certainty that the star that guides you is your own essence. Purify yourself, silence the noise of the world, and listen to the pulse of creation in your own chest. You are the master of the waters, and the ocean of existence is finally at peace with you. May fluidity be your guide and sovereignty your mantle. Thank you for joining me on this journey of sovereignty and transmutation. Your awakening in February 2026 is just the beginning of an unstoppable flow. To not lose the thread of this new consciousness, immerse yourself now in the videos I have prepared on the channel and those that appear on your screen, for they hold the keys to your next octave of evolution. Your subscription is the seal of commitment to your mastery, ensuring that you are always ahead in the great quantum leaps that the cosmos holds. Share this knowledge with those who deserve to overflow with it and leave your comment below. What area of your life do you feel is shedding its skin right now? Your voice is the sonar that guides the content of this channel, so write what themes or readings you want to see here so we can manifest them together. Remember, the algorithm favors those who act with purpose, so leave your like so that the abundance of the Queen of Pentacles circulates in your journey. The next video is the strategic step towards your new direction. Click on it now and continue your climb towards the royalty of flow.